Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the X-Shot Insanity Berzerko. This blaster was purchased at Target where it regularly retails for $14.99 USD and its recommended age is ages 8+. So with that out of the way, let's get this blaster out of the box. Included with the blaster is 48 X-Shot darts, 2 round dart holders that hold 23 darts each, a rectangular dart holder which holds 20 darts, and a rail-to-rail adapter. So the Berzerko requires some assembly, and my guess is the blaster is supposed to come with one charging handle. I have 2 here. As you can see, one of them is threaded and one of them is not. On the blaster, it's threaded on both sides, and this charging handle does, in fact, thread in both sides. Just absolutely fine. And then this one without threads, I thought that, okay, maybe one side's permanent, one side's threaded, but I guess this is not supposed to be here. And I looked at the box here. They only show one side, simply shows it screwing into the blaster. And on the picture with the big blaster, it only shows the Berzerko with one charging handle. So my guess is I just got an extra. So that's kind of an interesting thing here. So we're just going to install the charging handle onto the right side here so it can lay flat. So the Berzerko is a pretty simple bolt action revolver. You pull back on the handle to prime. It is spring loaded so it returns automatically, and you simply pull the trigger to fire. This blaster also includes slam fire. So if I hold down the trigger, pull the bolt back, you can hear it. It is, in fact, firing. It has an 8-round capacity and is simply loaded like so. It has 4 standard Picatinny rails. It has 2 on either side of the barrel, 1 on top, and 1 down here by the grip. And it also has a built-in sight. So now we're going to install our dart storage. These seem to be fine. They're not loose at all, so we're going to install them onto the rails. That one moves freely. Shake the blaster. Yeah, it rattles around. Try this one on this side. A little loose, but better than this one. And then, of course, we have our rectangular one, which slides onto the blaster like so. Blocks your front side, but that is, in fact, the recommended assembly for this blaster. And, of course, we have our rail-to-rail adapter, and I might as well just use the rail on the bottom of the blaster like so. I guess you could attach something there. It's kind of a weird angle, but so yeah, there you have it, the Berzerko. So now without further ado, let's get this blaster out on the range and see how it fares. Alright, so here we are down on the range. As you can see, we have our target set up over there. Here we have the Berzerko. As you can see, we have our dart storage completely full of darts. This is in order to see how well these dart holders hold darts. If any of them fall out, I'm not going to put them back in, and we'll see how many are left over at the end of the review. So let's get to shooting this blaster, but before I forget, that is your sight picture. Alright, so we're going to be starting off with X-Shot. We're going to be firing 8 shots of each dart. Alright, so let's see if we can hit anything. A little high. Okay, I'm going to move on to slam fire. Oh! Okay, so we lost the dart storage. That thing's not going back onto the blaster whatsoever. That's not great. Next, we have Nerf. The blaster does seem to be pretty accurate, so I'm gonna aim for the blue can. Okay, now I'm gonna move to slam fire. So I guess Nerf is not the most accurate. Next, we have Adventure Force. Okay, I'm gonna aim for the green can. Okay, got something. Okay, moving to slam fire. A little better than Nerf. Moving on to Dart Zone Sure Shot. Usually have pretty good luck with these. Same for the blue can. Okay, I'll open a couple of more for slam fire because I wasn't paying attention to how many I was shooting. Okay, those seem to fly pretty straight. And lastly, we have Dart Zone Nitro Shot. All right, let's see how these fare. I'm gonna aim for the target on the left. Well, we had a jam. Okay, let's try some slam fire. Oh, got it. All right, we're out. That was actually pretty good. This is the second time I've tried Nitro Shot, and it seems to be a pretty good dart. So anyway, that'll be the end of the range portion of this video. Let's go back inside and give you my final thoughts. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the X-Shot Insanity Berzerko? Overall, I really like it. More specifically, I really like the blaster itself. The prime is pretty nice. It is a little crunchy, but it's nothing too bad. The trigger, though, is really nice. It's very light and smooth. The grip is also not too bad. Even with this little bar here, it's still pretty comfortable. It also balances pretty well. The stock is fairly comfortable and pretty solid, and it's also pretty easy to load, and it surprisingly shoots pretty straight. This blaster is probably one of the more straight shooting, accurate blasters I've reviewed. It definitely seems to prefer X-Shot, which is pretty obvious. It also seems to like the Dart Zone Nitro Shot darts as well, so that's pretty neat. While I am a fan of the blaster, I am not a fan of the accessories. Similar to the Manic, I once again have bad luck with blaster accessory tolerances, and these accessories are just kind of loose. Though on this one, we do actually have a slot that this will snugly fit into, and I actually don't think this is gonna fall out anytime soon. Even on the other options here, if you want it to be mounted upright, these slots too are also just fine. Now when it comes to the round dart holders, the connection between the dart holder itself and the rail connector is absolutely fine. The problem lies in the rail itself. You see, this one is quite loose on this particular rail, but when installed onto the top one, it's just fine. It's these little issues and lack of attention to detail that really just sour the whole experience for me. Though on a positive note, the dart holders did hold the darts just fine. We didn't lose a single one, so there's a silver lining there. Now, of course, these issues may only be present on this particular Berzerko, but I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of the potential issues that this blaster may have if you are considering purchasing it. And also, I just want to make a quick mention of this, the second charging handle. I don't think Berzerkos are supposed to have two of these, but mine just came with one. It doesn't fit in the blaster, and on all the packaging, it only shows one charging handle, so I don't know what this is for. But would I overall recommend checking out the Berzerko? While it does have some potential issues with the accessories, I overall really like the Berzerko. It's a very fun blaster to shoot, and it's pretty reminiscent to the Nerf Eagle Point, which is a blaster I really like. I do like the inclusion of Slamfire and the use of standard Picatinny rail, meaning you can use other accessories other than the accessories included with the blaster. And also, I'm very impressed with how straight shooting this blaster is. It's one of the most straight shooting and accurate blasters I've reviewed. And it's also not super expensive either, being under $20. So I definitely would recommend checking out this blaster. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on the X-Shot Insanity Berzerko. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.